through the Cooper Creek and Warburton rivers into northeast parts of South Australia. The reported flows in the last day reached 600 gigalitres per day. This is 3 times the amount of water that was moving through the River Murray across the Victorian border in the 2022-23 floods.
Experts say environmental triggers are having an influence on child autism rates. The Australian Centre for Genomic Analysis is pointing to a rise in toxins in our food over the past 50 years. Director Dr Heather Way says we're dealing with more additives than previous generations.
Pesticides and artificial colours and flavours and preservatives in the foods, they weren't there. We weren't dealing with these herbicides, glyphosate. There was no such thing as EMFs. There was no Wi-Fi when I was growing up. We found all sorts of genes that underpin the children are having reactions to these toxins.
And Robert De Niro's career will be in the spotlight at Cannes next month. The actor will receive an honorary Palme d'Or for lifetime achievement at the film festival. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Dive into Macca's limited-time Minecraft movie meal featuring exclusive collectibles and the new Nether Flame sauce.
To footy, and Port Adelaide is turning its attention to the grudge match against Hawthorn on Sunday. They haven't faced the Hawks since that fiery encounter in last year's semi-final. Port assistant coach Chad Corn says they know it'll be another tough match.
Hawthorn are just another team we need to beat. There's a rivalry growing there, which we love. They're 4-0. They're playing some great footy. So it's probably a team that provides another great challenge for us, but no different to if we were playing any other team. To be honest, it's just going to be an exciting build-up no matter what.
Port will have to make at least one change, with forward Darcy Byrne-Jones out suspended. And one-time Test opener Will Pucovski has announced his retirement from cricket. The 27-year-old has had a long history of concussions and hasn't played since March last year. Now checking 5AA traffic.
At Marsden, twisted traffic light, Richmond Road near Brooker Terrace. Torrensville, breakdown getting cleared on South Road near Webber Street. Modbury North has works, Golden Grove Road near Milne Road. Angie slow for works too at Burnside. Greenhill Road near Glenburn Road. Getting busy South Road, Edwardstown, with a camera Cherry Gardens Road, Cherry Gardens. Look for the RAA sign at over 400 independent RAA approved repairers across SA. You know you can trust them because RAA do. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast: sunny this afternoon, cloudy tomorrow 25, Thursday mostly sunny 31 and Friday 29. Right now it's 21 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Kate Collins. Tonight, see the heated clash as adults confront children who are fishing at Westlakes. From Adelaide to the Barossa, we have the final preparations for Gather Round. Towns cut off as South Australia's outback is flooded. The incredible pictures. Plus, market rebound. FIVEAA with simple strategies for nervous retirees. 9 News. Your news. Nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 now.
When you think of Adelaide Entertainment Centre, you think of this. Or this. But we also host corporate conferences, charity galas, and functions of all shapes and sizes, with unique spaces shared by superstars and limited by only your imagination. Events at Adelaide Entertainment Centre are like no other. Make your next event a superstar experience. Visit Adelaide Entertainment Centre's website.
Wayville Hyundai's 2024 stock clearance is on now. Every new 2024 Hyundai is priced to clear. No waiting, no delays. You can drive away today. Did you know you can always get your car in quicker for a service at Wayville Hyundai? Enjoy peace of mind knowing you're in the best hands with our expert service team. Ask about our service now, pay later options. Change the way you Hyundai at Wayville Hyundai, opposite the showground at 11 Goodwood Road.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon to you and happy Tuesday. It's 6 minutes past 3 and we are now live on the Facebook and YouTube live stream. So jump on and say hi. Very soon, you're going to be hearing from Mark Olive. He's a celebrity chef. He's on cooking shows on the SBS. And he has the restaurant called Midden, which is at the Sydney Opera House. But later this year, he'll be swapping views of Sydney Harbour for views of the River Torrens when he brings the Red Gum Dinner to Adelaide as part of Tasting Australia using native ingredients. It's for one night only. Paul Vandenberg is going to do some beautiful matched wines from Indigenous wine producers in South Australia. It sounds absolutely delicious. I can't wait to hear all about it. So that's coming up in just a moment because it is time for State of the Arts.
FIVEAA's State of the Arts.
So more information about Tasting Australia coming up next. But I was lucky enough recently to be able to catch up with the stars of Beauty and the Beast, the musical, which will be starting at the Adelaide Festival Centre on Thursday, the 8th of May. And I spoke to them last week. I am here with Brendan Xavier and Shubshri Kandaya. We've got the Beast and Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Sorry, Brendan, it feels a bit strange to call you the Beast. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's I'm definitely used to it after 2 years. So it's something that I don't even think about anymore. Yeah, especially because he doesn't have a name. So he's just referred to as the Beast all the time. So it's a fun little nickname.
I actually haven't thought of it. He doesn't have a name, does he? He's just the Beast.
Yeah, I think I've attributed him a name, but that was just me, just for my artistic process or whatever. But yeah, but no, I like referring to him as the Beast. I think it's an interesting thing to have a character that you know so well that you just don't have a name to. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh, can you tell us what name you've given him, or is that a bit of a...
I mean, I think there was an unofficial thing that they called him Prince Adam. So I definitely gave him that. I mean, early on, I called him Patrick.
Just a name you made up?
Yeah.
Fun.
I think I just thought about it. And I was like, yeah, Patrick. And I was like, actually, I don't think that sits very well. It's not French at all. And well, neither is Adam. But yeah, but I've sort of stuck with Adam and yeah. But I do like to just be called the Beast, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. All right, there you go. And Shubshri, I have to ask you, because it was absolutely my dream growing up to be Belle. I still somewhat think I am Belle a little bit. I think every little girl does. Is this just a dream role for you?
It's a really beautiful role, and I'm so grateful to be part of it. I think, a role that so many young girls get to come to the show, and she's just a beautiful role model, I think, to those girls. And so, yeah, it's quite an honour to be playing her.
And yourself, you've got, such a broad background as well, having played Princess Jasmine in Aladdin and have performed that here in Adelaide. So you're just on the princess roller coaster. How exciting!
Yeah, actually, that was the first show that I toured to Adelaide with on Aladdin. So it's very special to be back with another Disney show.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're excited to have you back. What do you like about being in Adelaide? What do you do when you're here?
I love Adelaide. It's my favourite city to tour to. I just think there's so much to do, so much variety of things to do, and so accessible. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it's nice and easy to get around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And what about for yourself, Brendan? Because you've been here before with Frozen as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, the last time I came here, I discovered Monado Safari Park. Oh. And I've been mentioning it every time because I absolutely adored it when I went. And obviously, I did the the wine tours and church tours and everything. But yeah, Monado Safari Park was just so much fun, and it's the biggest safari park outside of South Africa. So I think that's crazy, and yeah, and I think it's kind of fitting. I mean, the prince and the beast is kind of a bit of an animal, and I think I can maybe do some method, research when I'm there. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be back when we come here with the show.
He really does talk about this park all the time.
Yeah,
I have been hearing about it for months. As soon as the Adelaide tour got announced, all I heard about was Monado Safari Park.
Yeah.
Have you not been?
I have been, but I still hear about it from Brendan.
Do you know they have elephants now?
Oh my God, stop! I'm going tomorrow.
Yes, we have elephants. We have an elephant that's come from Perth, I think an elephant that's come from New Zealand, and so we now have a little collection of elephants here too.
Oh my God. Well, everyone needs to come to Adelaide now.
I'll get onto the Tourism Commission. We'll get you there. We'll get you some tickets. We need to make this happen. What was it like for both of you finding out you'd got the roles in Beauty and the Beast? Because I imagine that moment is just, you'll never forget it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge moment in my life. I think I was at the tail end of another show, and I was a bit unclear about what path I was going to take. So it came at like such a beautiful time where I felt like I could really use the role as a way to like solidify like myself in this industry, and like use it as like another sort of opportunity to prove myself and challenge myself. And so yeah, I once I booked the role, I just saw the opportunity that came with it, and like getting to work for Disney again is so exciting. And you know, I was a big Disney kid growing up, so it is a dream that I didn't think I'd have, honestly. So it's kind of better, I think, because I just didn't expect it to happen. So, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And what about for you, Shubshri?
I had actually just finished up on Cinderella, the musical, when I found out that I had booked this one. So I just kind of swapped one tiara for the next, really.
Oh, wow. Again, every girl's dream. This is amazing. And what's it like when you're on stage, and can you see the magic in the kids' faces in the crowd? Can you just see them lighting up? And that must be so special to see that.
It really is, and it's not just kids. Like, we have lots of people that grew up watching the animated film. So that's, how long ago did that get released?
91, I think.
Yeah. So a lot of people that are coming for the nostalgia of like that. But also like I had a woman in Melbourne who I met at Stage Door, and she said that she brought her daughter to the show in Melbourne 30 years ago, and now they were back with their granddaughter. So it's just like a beautiful thing for like, I guess, like the whole family to enjoy. And that's special for us to be part of that legacy, I guess.
How beautiful. That's so nice. I just got goosebumps. Yeah. I don't know if it's just because it's a bit cold in here or because that's such a beautiful story. A bit of both. Yeah. Oh, how nice. Well, thank you both so much for your time. Really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today, and can't wait to see it starting in May.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
We're really excited.
Yeah.
There's Brendan Xavier and Shubshri Kandaya, and tickets are on sale now for performances. It starts at the Adelaide Festival Centre on Thursday, the 8th of May. Beauty and the Beast. It's coming, everyone.
G'day, South Australians. Rex Patrick and Jackie Lambie here.
How do we bring down the cost of living?
Stop those cartels price gouging our gas, Rex.
Low gas prices mean low electricity prices.
Stop those foreigners buying residential properties, Rex.
That takes away houses that young Australians need.
And take on Coles and Woolies, Rex.
That'll bring food prices down.
And make those first degrees free, Rex.
Let's take the debt burden from our students.
Vote for the Jackie Lambie Network in the Senate. Spoken and authorised by Jackie Lambie and Rex Patrick, 111 Macquarie Street, Hobart, Tasmania.
Living with diabetes? Ditch finger pricks with Freestyle Libre. Freestyle Libre is a small wearable sensor that monitors your glucose levels and trends and sends them straight to your phone. Instant, up-to-date feedback. No finger pricks. How good is that? And you can trial Freestyle Libre for only $15. Just head to freestylelibre.com.au to find out how. T's and C's apply. Follow directions for use. Read warnings before purchase. Free yourself from finger pricks with Freestyle Libre.
Cup of tea, dear? The kettle's on. Would you like a cup of tea, love?
Cup of tea, dear.
What?
If you're concerned about hearing loss for a loved one, book an appointment with Can Do Hearing. candohearing.com.au. That sounds better.
Here at FIVEAA, we're all about supporting local. Give dinner a spin at Roulette's Tavern. Every Tuesday night, grab a schnitty for only $17. Roulette's Tavern, next to Pal's, Kings Road, Parafield.
When it comes to flooring for your home or investment property, including plantation shutters and blinds, you've got the world at your feet at Floor World in Adelaide's north, east and west. Floor World keeps prices low on a huge range of flooring options, including wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring, including some of the best Aussie and international brands at fantastic prices. Visit floorworld.com.au for a free in-home consult. Mention this ad for 15% off.
Why rent your power when you can own it? It's a serious question. Why rent your power when you can own it? NRG Solar and Battery Storage gives you control, protecting you from energy prices and unexpected bills. Remember, every dollar you invest today moves you closer to long-term savings and comfort without the bill shock. Take more control of your energy and savings today. Jump online and visit nrgsolar.com.au or call 1300 858 160.
Hey footy fans, worried about driving on game day? Don't stress, take the Footy Express and we'll do the driving for you. It's free with your game day ticket. Head online and search Footy Express. A message from the Government of South Australia.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Well, in case you thought Gather Round Festival this weekend was enough, and then we've got the Barossa Vintage Festival coming up as well. Tasting Australia starts next month. I shouldn't say my favourite, but you know how much I love my food. It is one of my favourite festivals that we do here in Adelaide. And there's a very special event as part of this year's Tasting Australia Festival. It's called the Red Gum Dinner, and it'll be on at the Adelaide Festival Centre. And Mark Olive is going to be leading the charge. He joins you now. Good afternoon, Mark.
Oh, g'day, Stacey. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
You look really good and so excited about the dinner coming up and what our punters are going to be eating. And not only that, the whole festival in general, I think, what a great concept.
It is. It really is. And, you know, I said Adelaide, but it's a statewide festival because you get to go to different parts of the state if you'd like to venture out as well. But the Red Gum Dinner will be centrally focused at the Adelaide Festival Centre, as I say, on Saturday the 3rd of March. And it's all about acknowledging and celebrating and eating our Indigenous links to food in Australia.
Oh, definitely. And I think it's May, isn't it? Not March. I think you said 3rd
did
of
I
March.
say March? Sorry about that. I'm going back in
It's all
time.
good.
You're correct. It's the 3rd of May.
Oh, look, daylight saving always does it. Look, yeah.
Yeah, half an hour and 2 months behind.
Yeah. No, look, it's going to be exciting, so exciting with this Red Gum Dinner, and to be included into it is just even more, you know, I feel just so grateful that I'm able to be a part of it. But look, I've been coming down to South Australia for decades now. The produce, like you said, statewide is just phenomenal. And, you know, you have one of the best markets in Australia down there. So I think, you know, with all that produce and, you know, we're in the right place for a great dinner. And look, the punters will be sitting down, they'll be arriving. And it's all going to be a little bit of theatre, and of course it's all about the food. So on arrival, you know, they'll be treated to walking around, and there'll be sort of like canapes that'll be barbecue set up, and, you know, flames and things cooking, and, you know, so that'll be nice. And then they'll be ushered to the table where they'll sit down and have an entree, then they'll have a 50-50 drop of their mains, and then the dessert at the end. So with that, I include all of my Indigenous ingredients that I've been using for the last 40-odd years now in my career, and to give people a taste, and this is what I always say, Stacey, it's a taste of Australia. And when people host me to come and do these, they're quite surprised, some of the punters, because one, they've never tried a lot of this food. Two, they just don't know how to approach it or cook with it. And I think you know, with that, there's a bit of sadness with that, because I find we have this amazing produce in this country, yet we don't step up to use it. We have embraced every other culture in this country except ours. And things like the Red Gum Dinner, we get to feature what we have in our backyard, and I see it as our national cuisine. So, you know, just it's going to be an exciting trip around the dining table. Like I said, I'll be including lots of my herbs and spices like the lemon myrtle, the roasted apple seeds, and of course my signature, which is the pav. But I usually do a wattle seed cream pav, and I do one with all of the native fruits. So a mixture of all of the Davison plums, the Rosella flowers, the Illawarra plums, and, you know, just mix it all together with rye berries and lily pillies. So that makes that a nice coulis to go with that cream and the pavlova, no doubt. The main will be featuring South Australian produce. We'll be going down the beef path and also a fish, and I don't want to say it now because I want people to be surprised.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. As you said, sometimes dining out is as much about the experience as it is the food, so I understand the idea of a surprise. And so I was looking up your menu that you have at your restaurant Midden at the Sydney Opera House, and, you know, the beautiful native ingredients, the finger lime and kangaroo and pepper leaf and pepperberry, and you've got damper on the menu there, and it was making me hungry, firstly, looking at it and reading all of it. But secondly, I just thought these are sometimes, you're right, they're ingredients that we hear about, maybe eat out every now and then if someone puts it on a menu, but they're not items that I've ever bought or cooked with or at home, and I'd love to know more. Will people get that sort of, you know, experience of, oh, cool, I can use finger lime for this, or I can use that wattle seed to put in a cream on a pav? Yeah.
And it's just that curiosity factor of it too, Stacey. But not only that, getting on the internet and having a look, because we do. We get on the internet and we go and look how to do a Moroccan curry, for instance, or, you know, an Italian dish or something really complicated, and they get excited about that. Well, I get excited about what we've got in our backyard and what we can forage for around our you know, beaches and what we've got growing out there. But slowly, that slow burn, it's taken, like I said, 40-odd years now to really get this to a place where it's acceptable for a lot of people to include it into their menus, but also to start slowly understanding the complexity of the flavours. And, you know, there is that research you've got to do as well. When you're going into that, you've got to test these things because our herbs are quite unique. They're very, very strong. Same with our fruits. They're a bit complex. They're different flavours, like the Muntry berry, which is from South Australia. It's a cross between a little Granny Smith apple, but it tastes like cinnamon. So it's like having a cinnamon apple all in one little package.
Oh, my God, that's the dream.
And then you've got the lemon aspen from up around the Daintree. It looks like a blackberry, but when you bite into it, it's like eucalyptus and very bitter lemon. So it's really unique. We've got a lot of these different flavours, and the rye berries and the lily pillies from around Sydney and the South Coast, they have that lovely strawberry, raspberry flavour to them. So, you know, we've got these really amazing herbs, and people who get really excited are like a lot of chefs from overseas, because they come out here, they see this or hear what we've been doing, and they see this as new food. And it's exciting for them. And, you know, that's what excites me, to see them get excited. And not only that, then utilising it, you know. So, and we, you know, a lot of the shows these days, they're showcasing these herbs so slowly, it's getting a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And so it won't just be about the food on the night either. You'll have Paul Vandenberg there guiding people through a wine pairing as well.
Oh, talk about exciting.
Yeah.
It'll all work really well, and we do those pairings up in Midden as well. And going back to Midden, Stacey, how lucky am I? I'm so fortunate to be asked to be a part of this venture. And not only that, for the CEO of the Opera House and the board to actually take us in as an Indigenous, you know, restaurant, because they didn't know how it was going to go. But 18 months down the track, it's always packed. And what's even better is I get to meet people from all around the world, hear their stories, and listen to, their stories about their experience at Midden, but sitting there with this amazing view.
Oh, the view, I know. I mean, you must pinch yourself every day thinking, oh, this is my life. This is so good.
Oh, look, I'm very, very fortunate.
Yeah. Perfect. And now you'll be going from the views of the Sydney Opera House to the views of our beautiful waterway, the River Torrens, for this very special dinner, the Red Gum Dinner at the Adelaide Festival Centre as part of Tasting Australia on the 3rd of May at 6 p.m. If you'd like to get tickets, you can head online to the Tasting Australia website or adelaidefestivalcentre.com.au. Mark, can't wait to hear all about it when you're here. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, Stacey, thank you to all your listeners. Have a great day and catch you later.
And you too. It's time for the 3:30 news headlines now, and then after that... Oh, sorry, it took me a moment to... It took me a moment to get I don't know what's happening to my turkey button. Anyway, maybe you can nominate me for Turkey of the Week. Should I do the gobble sound myself? No. Anyway, 82230000 is the number to call if you've got a turkey nomination. There it is. We're back on track. Taking your calls after the news. Case of Turkey Flat Vineyards rosé in a can to give away.
Quit your way in May. Yeah, you can be smoke-free in so many ways. If the cravings kick in, give yoga a spin. When you start feeling low, give pickles a go. To get off the smokes, stick up some notes. Put the vapes away for the month of May.
This May, join in and find your way to be smoke and vape free. To register and get helpful tips and support, visit quityourwayinmay.com.au.
Quit your way in May.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
For over 45 years, Statesman Windows, a third-generation South Aussie family-run business, has helped home renovators and builders bring design, charm and natural light into their homes. With industry-leading turnaround times, Statesman Windows continues to offer value for money, backed up by great service and advice right across Metro and regional South Australia. For windows when and where you want them, call Statesman Windows.
Windows when and where you want them.
Chaos theory stipulates that small changes in our universe can lead to unpredictable results. Like how a single fresh drop of Aldi merch can send shockwaves through Aldi's fan bases. Brace yourself for the cosmic fusion of comfort and style from Aldi's logo-embroidered hoodie and trackies. Just $14.99 each. It's special you can buy at the Aldi Mania sale this Wednesday. Aldi. Good different.
Chemotherapy, radiotherapy, immunotherapy. Cancer treatment looks different for everyone. At Lift Cancer Care, our team of dietitians, physios, psychologists and exercise physiologists collaborate closely with your medical team to help you navigate your diagnosis. And we're dedicated to building your physical and mental strength to give you the best possible outcomes. So if you or a loved one are ever struck with the C word, think of the L word first. liftcancercare.com.au.
We know you are concerned about SA's public hospital capacity and how long it can take to see a doctor. So are we. We need enough doctors to provide the safe, quality care you deserve. There are solutions for South Australia and it's not rocket science. Visit safermedicalstaffing.com.au and sign the petition to support our 3-point plan for enough doctors for South Australia. Authorised by Dr. David Pope, South Australian Salaried Medical Officers Association, Adelaide.
Immerse yourself in a world of wildlife without leaving the city. At Adelaide Zoo, home to prowling tigers, irresistibly cute otters and meerkats, gentle galloping giraffes, and roly-poly playful giant pandas. Discover over 250 majestic animals nestled in magnificent botanic gardens and many up-close animal experiences. Take a walk through nature and discover the wild within. Visit adelaidezoo.com.au. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the 5AA News headlines. The state government has announced a $55 million drought relief package. Meantime, the SES has constructed a sand wall around the town of Inaminka as interstate floodwaters impact the area. Legendary tennis player Billie Jean King has been immortalised on the Walk of Fame. And in sport, Crow Isaac Rankin will be given every chance to prove his fitness ahead of Thursday night's gather-round opener against Geelong. The 5AA forecast, sunny this afternoon, cloudy tomorrow, 25. Right now, it's 20 degrees. We'll have more news at 4 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Always live. 5AA. Always Adelaide. 5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Good afternoon to you. I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. Final half hour of the afternoon's program, and after that, Rowie and Timmy G will be on with the sports show. But now is your chance to be in the running to win a case of Turkey Flat Vineyard Rosé. It comes in a can. It's the best rosé. It's my favourite, and it tastes just as good in a can as it does in a bottle. But you've got to nominate a Turkey of the Week.
Time to call in and nominate your Turkey of the Week for Stacey Lee's Turkey Tuesday.
Who's done something silly? Who deserves to be called out on the radio for it? 8223 0000 is the number to call. Well, it's been a topic of much discussion across the station and across the city and the state, actually, in the last few days. The AFL admitting that the umpires made a mistake in Adelaide's Gold Coast loss on Saturday after it didn't allow a free kick or a mark for Isaac Rankin. It was in front of the goals. Here's how it played out here on 5AA live in the moment.
50 into the pocket at the back. Rankin, he spilled it. The umpire says play on. You're kidding. Rankin appeals to the umpire. Powell picked it up. Hewlin gets his head taken off. And he's going to get the free kick. Well, we want to have a look at that on the replay.
Will Goodings and Stephen Rowe there on the call. And then this morning, Dave and Will on the Brekkie Show spoke to Eddie Maguire and asked him what he thought about the idea of a coach's call or a captain's call somewhere at some point during an AFL game when if there's a coach who can just say, no, press the red button, I don't think that was the right call, can we have an appeal and check it on the cameras and maybe change the decision, like in this case where the AFL has admitted it was the wrong call. This was Eddie Maguire's response.
And to be perfectly honest, this will make you fall off your chairs, but I'd rather actually have more umpires that can make decisions and less boundary umpires who can't and goal umpires who can't, and actually have trained guys in position. They can wear long pants, they can be 70 years of age if you need them to be, but people who can make the right decision at the right time.
More umpires. I don't know. I'm no expert, but I heard that and I thought, really? Is that what AFL needs? More umpires? Sorry, I know he's in town for Gather Round and he's a bit of a bigwig at the AFL, but this week Eddie Maguire's my Turkey of the Week. 8223 0000 is the number to call. Who's your Turkey? Mark in Summertown, hello.
Put furniture out from time to time on the side of the road, encouraging people to pick it up and all that sort of stuff. We had one locally that was sitting there for a few days. And they put a sign, please take, on top of it, and I've just driven past it and the sign's gone.
We missed the very start of that, Mark. So you've had some furniture, or someone's had some furniture out, and instead of taking the furniture, they've taken the sign.
Yeah, what a pity, eh?
I like that. That is very clever. I wonder what you'd do with that sign. There you go. Thank you for the call. That's great. Let's go to Brompton now. Hello, Brad. Have I got you, Brad? Oh, we can hear the wind. You up for a nice walk, Brad? It's a beautiful afternoon for it. I might pop you back to Sam and see if we can get the line sorted. Let's go to Elizabeth first. Hello, Rick.
G'day, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. I was the one who texted in earlier and said about Eddie's bloody comments were a bit stupid.
Oh.
I should have said he was the turkey. But
you did. You texted me and said there are already 30,000 plus people
That's
there
the
at the
one.
Oval. Yep.
but during that game, it goes unsaying that the umpire should get this award. But you know how you get the person, say, from Channel 7, not one of the footy commentators, I don't think it was, but and they come on and go, right, we're going into this third quarter break or the halftime break or whatever. They said that it was the halftime break when it was definitely the three-quarter time break.
Oh, they lost track of the time.
So that was a big blue.
I mean, I feel bad calling that a turkey because I feel like I make bigger mistakes on the radio most days, but...
Yeah, well, I think you made one earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day.
But I don't reckon you qualify.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
All good.
Thanks for the call.
Cheers.
See ya. It's Rick in Elizabeth. Let's go to Simon now in Lewiston. Hello, Simon.
Good afternoon, Stacey. How are you going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm now on floating your boat with your crusade.
Uh-oh. Well, oh, no. What have I done?
No, you're not the turkey.
Oh, God, thank goodness. You have nominated me before, so I never know.
No, the Liberal Party is. Sorry, Senator Alex Antich, because we can do that this week.
Oh, yes, I'm allowing politicians this week. Go for it.
Because I sent you a picture of a really misleading envelope from important electoral information you have to know.
Yes.
With a postal vote.
With the postal vote. That was...
To go to Senator Alex Antich, whatever his name is.
Yes, I got the same one in the mail from James Stevens, and it does. You look at the envelope and you think it's got important written in bright red, and
yes, that's the one.
Yes, voting information, upcoming federal election, and you think, oh no, what have I done? Am I getting a fine from the AEC? And you open it, and they want your data.
That's the one. Straight in the recycle bin. That's my turkey.
Oh, Simon, it's infuriating. It kills me. Every election this comes around.
Straight in the recycling bin, basically.
Yes. Thanks for the call.
No worries, mate. You have a good one.
You too. See ya.
And good luck with the baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's coming quickly. Still a couple months to go, but it'll be here in no time. Speaking of postal votes, I actually had some correspondence from Rebecca Sharkey's office because someone rang yesterday to say that they had also received a postal vote application from Rebecca Sharkey, and her office has said that they heard the call. It was Andrew in Aldinga. And they heard the call and they said that the letter that Rebecca Sharkey's office sends out makes it really clear that they don't keep, store or harvest anyone's data. It's sent straight on to the Electoral Commission. They acknowledge that that might not be the case for everyone, but Rebecca Sharkey's office at least is saying that they don't keep anyone's data. I really don't understand why politicians need to be sending out postal vote applications for anyone, to be honest. Maybe it's more convenient. I know, as I've said before, there are some people who know who they're going to vote for and they're quite happy for either party or an independent to have their information and for them to do it for them. And if that's you, then that's your choice and that's absolutely fine. But personally for me, I don't like this process of politicians being able to apply for your postal vote application on your behalf. But we appreciate Rebecca Sharkey's office for reaching out to us and for listening in to the call from Andrew in Aldinga yesterday. 8223 0000 is the number if you've got a turkey to nominate. And Caesar's in North Adelaide. Hello, Caesar.
Hello, Stacey, my friend.
How are you?
I think I have to nominate you again.
Oh, no, not again. What did I do now?
Well, I'm not sure if you know why you're referring to cockles as pippies. You're South Australian, aren't you?
Yeah.
Pippies is what they call in eastern states. They refer to cockles as pippies over there. Not here, we call them cockles.
Yeah, because of the cockle train as well. But
yesterday you were saying how these pippies were getting washed up.
Pippies, yeah, because SATC is using plate to pippy in the latest advertising campaign. So when I was talking about
It's not a pippy, it's a cockle.
I know, but that's what they've called the campaign.
Oh, why didn't you pick him up on it? You should have had it. You should have said, no, that's wrong. Who is it? The Tourism Commission?
Yeah, it was the Tourism Commission. They've called it plate to pippy. No, pippy to
that's
plate.
Wrong. It might sound cute, but it's wrong.
Yeah, no, fair enough. If I did repeat it, I'll cop that.
Oh.
Do you reckon turkeys eat cockles?
I wouldn't even touch a cockle. How can people eat them? Disgusting.
I like them in a pasta.
You like cockles in a pasta?
Yeah.
I like crab meat in a pasta.
Yeah, same. That's pretty good.
Stay away from the cockles, Stacey.
Yeah, at the moment, that's for sure. All right, I'll own it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caesar. Bye. Another turkey nomination for myself. It's not even a self-nomination this time. All right, we have Tom on the text line, 0448081395, says Trump tariffs equal full turkey. There's probably a lot of people suggesting that as well. And this texter, Jim Chalmers, appearing to take credit for interest potential rate cuts if the world's stock markets and economies crash. I did think that was strange, and I thought politicians don't really like to tell the Reserve Bank what to do, and he wasn't necessarily telling the bank what to do, but to say that the next rate cut should or could be 0.5% instead of 0.25%. And I just thought, we're in an election campaign and there's so much happening globally with stocks and shares, and there's the recession word being thrown around. It didn't make me feel very comfortable, so I did think that was strange. Thank you to that texter. 822300000. I don't usually allow politicians to be included in Turkey Tuesday. It's usually a politician-free zone. We talk about them enough. But it's an election campaign and it feels like there's turkeys left, right and centre. So if you've got a nomination, get on the phone and tell us who it is. 82230000.
Calling all car fans. Need your weekly motoring fix? Join me, Charlie Dixon, Wednesday nights from 6:30 for Driving with Dixon. We talk about all things motoring, cars, car events, racing, anything motoring.
Thanks to Luba House, the leaders in transforming your outdoor space into a great entertainment area with an opening and closing roof.
So join me Wednesday nights for Driving with Dixon. Only on $13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
If I say the word instant, are you thinking coffee? Or scratchies? If gambling's never far from your thoughts, or you're often looking forward to your next bet, you could be showing the early signs of gambling harm. But if you spot the harm, you can stop the harm. Visit gamblingharmsupport.sa.gov.au. A message from the Government of South Australia.
There is care in simplicity. Our experienced team understand that keeping things simple and easy is the best approach. Visit simplicityfunerals.com.au or call us 24/7 to get started today. Simplicity Funerals. Easy, respectful, simple.
Kangaroo Island. It's best enjoyed exploring stunning beaches, secluded and at one with nature, reconnecting and spending quality time together. Fall in love with the great outdoors, unpretentious, unexpected, untamed. Experience Kangaroo Island unfiltered. Book your self-drive getaway now at sealink.com.au.
The Roller Door Doctor, this is Nurse Tracy.
I seem to have a little issue down south.
That's okay. We do all areas.
You do? Well, I can't seem to get it up anymore.
No problem. At the Roller Door Doctor, we do all types and brands of garage doors. So we can help you get it up again.
The Roller Door Doctor, helping SA get it up for over 30 years. Contact the Roller Door Doctor for garage door repairs, service and installation. therollerdoordoctor.com.au.
Winds, rain, and now hail.
While you focus on the forecast, we'll handle your car battery. Battery World has the largest range of quality car batteries, so you can leave it to the local battery experts. Book your free car battery test today.
Some things are worth waiting for, like tickets to your favourite concert, waiting for a nice bottle of Red to breathe, or waiting for the kids to finally unpack the dishwasher. But waiting to get your air conditioner serviced just before summer or winter really hits? It's just not worth the pain. Get in touch with Morford Air now for servicing or a new system. Put it at the top of your to-do list. When it's too hot or cold to bear, reach for the Morford Air. morfordair.com.au.
Morford Air. The Kia Sorento set the bar as Kia's most popular small sedan. Now, the new first-ever Kia K4 raises it. Best-in-class second-row legroom, ultra-wide screens and a GT line that comes turbocharged. Enter Kia's biggest small sedan, the Kia K4. Small sedan, big personality. Test drive today or find out more at kia.com.au.
Kia, movement that inspires.
5AA Afternoons with Stacey Lee.
Quarter to 4 here on 5AA. Rowie and Timmy G coming up after 4. Feel like we've almost started the sports show though. Lots of sporting turkey nominations this week. It's time for Turkey of the Week. So if there's someone in your life that's done something silly, forgot to take the bins out, put too much curry powder in the curry dinner the other night, maybe it's football related. 8223 0000. There's a case of Turkey Flat Vineyards rosé in a can for the best caller. Lots of, as I say, sporting nominations this week. June in Golden Grove. Damien Hardwick, Suns coach, when asked about what happened with Isaac Rankin, he said, let's not blame the umpires. Really? Thank you, June. Appreciate that. And also thank you to Andrew. Andrew says, it's okay, Stacey. You're off the hook. Thank you, Andrew. But he says, without a doubt, Turkey of the Week was Albo falling off the stage and then pretending he didn't. Oh, that was really awkward, wasn't it, Andrew? You know what? I have to say, I did feel for him there. We've all done that. I'm clumsy enough, so I can't really criticise anyone for tripping over their own feet or falling because I've definitely done it myself. 223 0000. Peter in Marston. Biggest turkey in Adelaide's Ken Hinkley. A joke against St Kilda. Time to go back to Camperdown. Thank you, Peter. And Mike in Parafield Gardens. Yes, I know Mike. They're known... Oh, now Mike's contradicting what Caesar said. They're known as pippies in SA, and around Goolwa they're known as cockles. Well, so it's the same thing, but they're known as one thing around the whole state, and in one particular area they're known as something else. Oh, my goodness, it's hard to keep up. I think we all know what we're talking about, don't we? Pippies and cockles, same thing? I don't know, maybe not. All I know is they don't come from a turkey. Turkey of the Week this week, I think it has to go to our first caller, Mark in Summertown. He said they've got furniture out the front of a house on their street and someone's put a sign on the furniture saying, please take. The next day, someone took the sign. I do like that. That's funny. Congratulations, Mark. Case of Turkey Flat Vineyards coming your way. It's rosé in a can, eco-friendly cans. Drink responsibly, of course. But congratulations to you. You'll enjoy it. It's great weather for rosé drinking. And it's great weather to be travelling to the Barossa. Great time as well with Gather Round this weekend. And then next week, not next week, the week after Easter, the Barossa Vintage Festival starts. I'm so excited. I'll be broadcasting from the Barossa Vintage Festival. So it's on in between Easter and Anzac Day. So if you've got the time off, if you've taken those few days in between off, maybe the kids are on school holidays and you're thinking of somewhere to go, the Barossa is a great place to be. You can head to the Barossa Vintage Festival in between and have a nice little break, head out for a nice lunch, go to a long lunch somewhere. There's so many events on. There's over 85 events. And it's not just wine. It's a food festival, culture festival. You can do walking tours of heritage buildings. You can do some wine or grape stomping. I have to get involved in some grape stomping. Grape stomping. I don't know why that's so hard to say when I'm there. I don't like the idea of drinking wine that's been stomped, where the grapes have been stomped. But I do like the idea of stomping on some grapes. So it sounds like that'll be a great day out. So you can head to the Barossa Vintage Festival. It's coming up from the 23rd of this month. So much on this month, isn't there? Gather Round this weekend, then Easter, then the Vintage Festival, and then Anzac Day long weekend as well. It does feel like this election campaign feels like up until now it's been going for some time, but I think will speed through the second half of it. Just a reminder that the Sky News People's Forum is on tonight. It's the first debate between the two leaders, Anthony Albanese and Peter Dutton, through this election campaign. We spoke to Kieran Gilbert, who's the chief news presenter at Sky News, and both leaders have been asked about it today. Here's what Peter Dutton, the opposition leader, had to say.
Well, I'm looking forward to the debate tonight. As you know, we wrote to the Prime Minister a few months ago, or 2 months ago I think it was, asking for 4 debates. So far the Prime Minister's only committed to 2 formally, and I hope that he can commit to the other 2 as well. So I'm looking forward to tonight. I hope that Daniel Andrews is out publicly with the Prime Minister. If it's good enough for him to tell the Prime Minister how he should run the debate and how he should run the economy and how good he did in Victoria, I'd love to see Daniel Andrews out with the Prime Minister every day between now and the election.
Yeah, and that was because it's been reported that Daniel Andrews has been somewhat coaching Anthony Albanese or helping him with his debate prep. So that's quite interesting. And here's the Prime Minister talking about the debate tonight.
I look forward to discussing not just with Peter Dutton, but importantly as well, discussing with the people who will come along and ask questions. I agreed to this and we put this forward as the first debate because I believe that Sky, particularly during the day, plays a role in informing the Australian public, and certainly it's something that's watched around and is important. And so I look forward to talking with the people of Wentworthville.
So there's the Prime Minister. He's looking forward to the debate tonight. It's on from 7 p.m. Adelaide time, so you can watch it on Sky News if you have Foxtel, or they'll have it streaming at skynews.com.au or on the Sky app. I'm going to be very interested in what's being said tonight. And to that person on the text line, what day are you broadcasting from the Barossa? I'll be there on Wednesday the 23rd. So we'll be there for the first day of the Barossa Vintage Festival. Very, very excited about it. Also excited for the sports show coming up after 4. Rowie and Timmy G are on with you, and Timmy's in the studio. Hello.
Hello, Stacey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm most excited because I'm here on a Tuesday when you have your Tuesday little turkeys.
Do you have a turkey this week?
Well, I do, but what I actually thought, I read this in the paper today and I thought, oh, you beauty, I'm with Stacey this afternoon, you ripper. And I read this and you'll understand why I loved it. It says, proverb, a peacock that sits on its tail is just another turkey. What's that?
I like that. So
very wise.
The peacocks are the turkey?
Well, if they sit on their tail.
Only if they sit on their tail.
Because their tail is obviously their weapon.
Yes.
It's, you know, beautiful big plumage.
Mm-hmm.
If you just sit on it, you look like a turkey.
They do have the little gobble neck thing, don't they?
That's it. So, simple as that.
There you go.
There you go. But my turkey of the week was that St Kilda player, Jack Higgins, getting interviewed after the game. Did he get a few nominations or not?
Here we go.
Any plans for the week in Adelaide? No, I don't like Adelaide, so I'll probably be in my room playing Call of Duty with the boys. Enjoy it anyway. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cheers. Well done.
Yeah, that fell really flat. You could hear Aaron going, yeah.
How do I respond to that?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously doesn't know Adelaide at all.
Nah.
And gee whiz, we're going to have a magnificent gather round. It is going to be, weather-wise, is going to be amazing for the incoming visitors. It's going to be incredible conditions for that. The football will be hard, fast and furious, so that's excellent as well. So, but then I'm thinking if you're a Geelong supporter and you've come over, and you probably have in the past, and now this time you're bringing some mates and you're going, well, look, we got the good game. We got Thursday night. We can now go here, there, stay for about 3-4 days.
Yeah.
I've been talking to a lot of the commentators and ex-players that are coming in, and they're all going, yeah, well, last time I only stayed for a couple of nights. It was not enough.
No.
So now with one guy's coming tomorrow, he's staying for a week.
How good.
So this is what it's done, and it's just gone Adelaide. And these guys are guys that played in the 80s, so, and the fella we're having in tomorrow night, Paul Salmon, for all the Bombers fans out there, and he played at Hawthorn as well. He just said, no, I skipped it short. He said, I'm coming in on Monday and I'm leaving on Monday.
good.
So how good's that?
I spoke to a woman called Susie yesterday, and her husband have done a road trip down in their van, in their camper van, and they'll be here for 2 weeks.
There you
She
go.
said he came for Gather Round last year and she missed out, so she wanted to come with him this year. It's so good.
And it's something that Live Golf has done as well.
Yeah.
My wife has never watched golf on the television ever.
No.
Now, I went the first year, raved about how good the atmosphere was. She hasn't missed out since. No, I'm coming. And she loves it, you know, and now she watches golf.
Oh, really?
And I'm going, how did that happen?
There you go.
So it is a great way of bringing you into the game and the atmosphere. So I think we're doing a good job. We'll look forward to that. We've got Jack Revolt coming over to talk to us about his involvement in Gather Round, not only calling games and the like, but other functions outside of that. We'll have Coach's Corner with Scott Campriali. He explains how both teams went about it on the weekend, which is always excellent. And he always brings it back to he always has either the issues and then he has the solution. That's what I like about him.
Oh, solutions focused.
Very solution. You
I like
can tell
that.
the coach's cap on him. There's no doubt about that. So, and yeah, look, plenty more happening. Your calls, of course, and there was an interesting quote from Matthew Nix. He said, because of the controversial mark that wasn't paid, he said, "I believe in karma." So I'll be asking, what do you believe in?
Oh, karma for the umpires or karma for
in karma will come back to you. If you owed something, he believes it'll come back.
Oh, okay. So good. He believes that good karma will come back.
Good karma.
All right. So what do you believe in?
No, he's not wishing ill upon the...
No, I was like, that sounds ominous. It's almost...
It'll be a name-bladed sword.
I believe in karma. It's going to come back to get you.
I look forward to it. All right.
Sounds good. That's Rowie and Timmy G on with you after 4. Thank you for your calls and your texts today. I'm going to give the Wallace Cinemas family pass to Annette in Gilberton. Thank you for your call earlier on in the program. Annette, you can catch a movie this week. Mitcham, Mount Barker, the Piccadilly or Noarlunga. All sessions are at wallace.com.au. That's time for me to get out of here, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Coming up next, Adelaide's only local sports show. It's the very latest in sport, live from Adelaide. Enjoy the crisp, clear digital sounds now with the 5